Step into the realm of Lumen Spiritus, a channel dedicated to exploring spirituality and the esoteric. Join us on a journey of enlightenment and discovery as we delve into the mysteries of the unseen. In this video, we explore fascinating new research that suggests our perception of time is shaped by our activities rather than by the clock. We examine how different experiences can alter our sense of time, providing insights into the brain's role in this complex process and how it impacts our daily lives. Support our channel's growth and future content by donating today. Every contribution, no matter how small, helps us bring you even more captivating videos. Ever wondered why time seems to fly when you're having fun, yet drags when you're bored? This question has puzzled many of us, but it turns out the answer might lie not in the ticking of a clock, but in our brains. You see, our perception of time is not governed by the relentless march of seconds, minutes, and hours. Instead, it is shaped by our experiences and the activities we engage in. A recent study at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, delves into this intriguing concept. The researchers found that we humans, much like our rodent counterparts, seem to gauge time through the number of experiences we have. This lends credence to the old proverb, "Time flies when you're having fun." Or perhaps we could say, "Time flies when we're busy." So could it be that our brains are wired to perceive time through activities? A recent study conducted at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, delved into this very question. The researchers embarked on a fascinating journey into the complex workings of the rat brain. Their goal? To understand how these tiny creatures perceive time. Through meticulous observation, the researchers monitored the brainwave activity of rats as they repeated specific behaviors over the course of an hour. The behaviors varied, but the purpose remained the same: to decipher the mysterious language of the brain and its understanding of time. What they found was a revelation. The rats, it seemed, did not perceive time as we humans often do, by watching the minutes and hours tick by on a clock. Instead, their perception of time was tied to their experiences. Each activity they engaged in, each event that occurred in their world, seemed to move their internal clocks forward. This is where the study becomes truly intriguing. The researchers weren't just monitoring any part of the rat brain. They focused on the anterior cingulate cortex, or ACC, a part of the brain involved in tracking experiences. As the rats carried out their tasks, their ACCs were busy at work, their neuronal patterns shifting with each new experience. And here's the clincher. These neuronal patterns consistently followed the same path, regardless of the speed at which the rats performed their tasks. This suggests that it's our experiences rather than increments of time that bring about changes in our neuronal patterns. The implications of this study are profound, particularly when applied to our own perception of time. It seems that, like the rats in the study, we humans might also tell time through the things we do and the experiences we have. When we're active and engaged, time appears to move faster. When we're idle, time seems to crawl. So, it seems that our brains do indeed advance forward with each activity we engage in. The more we do, the more we experience, the faster time seems to fly. Fascinating, isn't it? But how does this happen? What's the science behind our perception of time? Well, it all starts with a part of our brain known as the anterior cingulate cortex, or ACC for short. This area is a real hotbed of activity, and it plays a crucial role in tracking our experiences. Picture it as a sort of control room, where our experiences are monitored and logged. Now, in the rat brain study, researchers were keeping a close eye on this region of the brain. They observed the brainwave activity of the rats as they repeated behaviors, and noticed something fascinating. The neuronal patterns in the ACC consistently followed the same path, regardless of the speed at which the rats were moving. This was a big clue for the researchers. It suggested that it's not the passage of time, but rather our experiences that bring about changes in these neuronal patterns. Think of it like a dance. Each experience we have is a step in this dance, and our neuronal patterns follow along, matching step for step. Whether the dance is slow or fast, the steps remain the same. Our brains don't keep time to the beat of a clock, but to the rhythm of our experiences. This rhythm, this dance, is unique to each of us. It's influenced by what we do, what happens to us, whether we're busy or bored. It's why time can seem to fly when we're engrossed in a task, or crawl when we're waiting for something to happen. It's why an hour spent with friends can feel like a fleeting moment, while the same hour spent in a dull meeting can feel like an eternity. And so our perception of time isn't governed by the ticking of a clock or the turning of a calendar page. It's shaped by our experiences, the activities that fill our days, and the events that mark our lives. Our experiences, it appears, create a unique rhythm that our brains march to. So, what does this mean for us in our daily lives? Well, these findings could have a profound impact on how we go about our day-to-day activities. Professor James Hyman, the lead author of the study, offers some insights on how we can utilize this understanding of time perception to our advantage. He suggests, if something is unpleasant, try to expose yourself to something else quickly. Do lots of things. Do new things. The more you can experience, the more distant the unpleasant thing. This advice reflects the idea that our perception of time is linked to our experiences. By engaging in a variety of activities, we might be able to fast forward our brain through an unpleasant period. On the flip side, when we are having a good time, the same principle applies, but in reverse. Say you're with friends and everything is perfect, Hyman proposes. Then I'd say, just stop doing stuff, just sit and chill, slow down, and time will slow down with you. By reducing the number of experiences, we might be able to slow down time and extend those moments of joy. However, it is important to consider alternative perspectives. Some may argue that our perception of time is more complex and not solely dependent on our activities. It could be influenced by a multitude of factors such as our age, culture, or even our physiological state. For example, a person who is anxious might perceive time differently than someone who is calm. It invites us to reassess how we spend our time and encourages us to be more mindful of our experiences. Let's ponder over this. How does your perception of time change with your activities? Do you feel time flies when you're busy and slows down when you're relaxed? Next time you're having fun, and time seems to fly, or you're bored, and every minute seems like an hour. Remember, it's all in your brain. There is a plethora of fascinating and mind-bending topics coming to our channel. If you found value in this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to Lumen Spiritus for even more captivating mysteries. Additionally, consider supporting our channel by donating via the PayPal link below. Stay tuned for our next video.